What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and today we're going to be doing a full review of Disney's Plus series, The Mandalorian. Now, if you guys have not been already watching it, do recommend to go click off the video. Do recommend to go ahead and check it out. Also, check out the videos that are on the channel, so that way you can be prepared for this video. So, once again, if you guys have not seen anything, go ahead and check it out. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get to this full review of The Mandalorian. Now, I gotta say, guys, I am severely impressed by what Disney has done as a whole to make sure that not only does this work, but at the same time, I was very hopeful, and at the same time, we had great people behind the scenes, and at the same time, we also were very great. I think everybody within the Star Wars community was grateful. We had Dave Filoni that was part of this. We also had Jon Favreau that was part of this. We had a lot of people that put a lot of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears, I believe, in this. The cast was absolutely phenomenal. The story itself, I gotta say, is just absolutely crazy because again, this is only a couple years after Return of the Jedi, and the way that they just portrayed it, especially with the Mandalorians coming off of a hiatus, I guess you'd say, or also at the same time being in hiding for so many years, sort of like the Jedi because of their purge with how they made their armor, how they made their weapons, that they are not loyal to the Republic or to the Jedi, but to their creed. And we also get to see more about the Mandalorians as well. That again, once called foundlings. That if you are saved and you are raised within the Mandalorian ways, then you will become one after a series of trials, and then you will become a clan member, which we got to see with the main character, the Mando, in this as well. And then at the same time, we got to see more craziness. We finally get to see a version of Baby Yoda. Now, obviously, Baby Yoda has become a internet sensation literally overnight, and it's beaten almost everything that has probably any expectations of not just I think the writers, the creators, the directors, Disney even. I don't think they anticipated the Mandalorian to be such a high TV show to beat out pretty much everything within the last few months that it has been out. And with as quickly as it came, it went away at the same time. And now, granted, it's only 8 episodes, but they have to put so much time and effort into this because each episode is worth $10 million, and we had 8 episodes, so that's roughly over more than $80 million again to pricing among other things. So we obviously know that there was a lot of time, there was a lot of effort, there was just a lot of things that was into this show that nobody really probably knew what they were getting into until it actually was it going to work, and it actually did work. And I think that's what surprised everybody was it was like, oh hey, this ain't going to work, this ain't going to work. And I guess it did work because I know Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni literally stated, if you are fans of The Mandalorian, then yes, you will like this. And I personally, I love The Mandalorians. I think they're really interesting. I like how they've just gravitated towards everything within not just Star Wars culture within the last 40 years or more. But I've always found the Mandalorians to be very interesting. I always found them to be very cool. I always found them to be something that it ain't just the Jedi that are very interesting. It's the Mandalorians at the same time. So I found that it would be really good that they're finally giving a take on the Mandalorians after all this time, especially during that time period of you're not sure exactly what happened while the New Republic was trying to be restored after the fall of the Empire, and the Empire is still trying to have hold within parts of the galaxy due to of how strong of a hand that they had throughout the galaxy. So we also get to see more about the culture. We get to see more about the Mandalorians themselves. They do not want to raise their helmet due to the way they are with their creed, as well as also among just so many other things. You know, their weapons, their I want to say not just their creed, but I guess their religion. I guess you would say, because they do consider the ways of the Mandalorian to be a religion, and I think that's great because at the same time we can see such amazing things in the future, and also we see just the character development with the Mandalorian of how he didn't really care about the child, but in a way he still did. So I found that to be very interesting of how quickly they got to find so many different narratives within this franchise of Star Wars where it's able to work of, okay, you know, obviously you see Baby Yoda and it's like, okay, yeah, he may be a Force sensitive. So he was. And what made me really have my attention about this was due to everything in nature about Baby Yoda, about the Mandalorian, that I was extremely excited to see, and that we also finally get to see more about a possible Force sensitives, and not just, oh, well, we're gonna pick them up, because especially of how like Luke was found, well, not really found, but looked over, other Force sensitives such as Anakin. We can see so many different ones that obviously, hopefully, we may see in season 2. Season 1, again, was absolutely amazing. They kept it to the original of Star Wars. They did not try to go the Disney way of, oh, let's do this, let's do this. They did, but to a certain degree. They kept it the way, I want to say, since Dave Filoni worked so closely with George Lucas, that even George Lucas had a few hands in this from what I read. He was on set giving different opinions. He was giving different solutions of what may happen. And I'm like, damn, they actually gave a crap about the fans, and they do, you know. And I think honestly, Dave Filoni or even Jon Favreau should be the ones to be leading Disney for Star Wars. In all honesty, I don't think Kathleen Kennedy exactly knows the audience. I don't think she really cares about the audience, and she does not instantly know what she's doing. Now, this ain't going to be the Kathleen Kennedy, you know, hate show. That ain't what I'm saying, but I'm just giving my opinion on it due to everything I've seen from her and everything I've heard from her, that she's not exactly delivering what exactly they're doing. Like, okay, let's hire these guys, and then, okay, let's see what happens. It fails. Okay, let's hire these guys. It fails. Okay, let's see what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are going to do. Wow, it explodes into such a phenomenon that's actually working. So I think that's the reason why that obviously they greenlit a season, a season 2 so quickly, because even though it was weekly, it wasn't like the original, what you see from Netflix. As soon as it come out, boom, here you go. Here's the full season. Binge out for however many episodes. But Mandalorian, obviously, without the entire year, was the most highest expectation of the entire year, and it did not disappoint me. I see it did not disappoint others. Even though we may not get to see Boba Fett, because again, that's been brought up. We're going to see Boba Fett. If we're going to be seeing possible other Jedi, we're going to be seeing maybe Luke, possibly next season. More of Yoda's species, more about Yoda's species, hopefully, season 2, as well as also the world of smuggling, the world of being a bounty hunter, as well as also dealing with crime, dealing with the Empire, as well, the residents of the Empire, as well as the building of the New Republic. So we're going to be seeing more of that. We got to see a good amount of that as well. So anything that we liked within Star Wars, such as, I want to say, especially a lot of like Han Solo fans. I mean, I myself, I wanted to see more of the smuggling. I wanted to see more of the bounty hunting, and we got to see that. And I know anyone that was probably a fan of that they actually put that in there, and it was like, okay, let's try this, and it worked. So without further ado, guys, Mandalorian was just such an amazing show that I just kept, every episode I was wanting more, I was craving more. So I honestly firmly believe that that's what they're going to give us possibly next season. Uh, I don't have any doubts that next season is not going to be a hit. I think next season is going to be a hit without a doubt. I don't think that there's going to be an issue. I think that season 2 will be probably even better than season 1. Obviously, I don't think that uh, season 2 probably will not disappoint. I can guarantee you guys season 2 will not disappoint, especially with spoilers. Again, we're seeing the black saber out of or the dark saber out of the very last episode, and we got to see that in Rebels. We got to see that in Clone Wars. So obviously, Dave Filoni put his 2 cents in that, and we got to see something that I know everyone was wanting to see. So obviously, they decided to put that in there, and then also other things like such as the funny which stormtroopers can't shoot. We got to see, different things with the smuggling, such as the carbonite, where the Mando put his bounties in that, which I thought was really awesome. We got to see different possibilities of course, with former rebels, leaving the cause, former stormtroopers leaving, and just one is trying to make $1 out in the galaxy. So again, they did such an amazing job with this. It's kind of the underworld of the universe. So I think, again, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, hats off to you guys. Can't wait to see season 2. Can't wait to see more of The Mandalorian. Can't wait for next year for The Mandalorian. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What do you guys think about Mandalorian in general? Let me know in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, what's to say about subscribing. Links down below, and I'll see you on the very next one.